Welcome to Toffee TV. This is your comments from Everton 1, Newcastle United 0 at Goodison Park. Let's get into it. Ritik Patel says standard Allardyce victory, extremely boring but ultimately got the job done. Hopefully Mashiri and Kenwright ignore the fact we won and realise Sam is not the guy to take us forward. I thought Michael Keane and Jags were solid in defence, and Seamus's header in the last minute was crucial. Tom Davies was horrendous. He has to either play for the 23s or go out on loan next season. Gives the ball away far too often and his touch is poor. On the last point there, I agree. I thought Tom was poor last night, really poor. As soon as he came on, he just set the tone, kept on giving the ball away, and it didn't really improve. I disagree though. I wouldn't send him to the under-23s. What would he learn in the under-23s? And I wouldn't put him on loan, because again, what's the point? I'd simply just coach him. I would get a manager in who knows how to use him. And that's it, really. I think he's going to learn more being in and around the first team, getting opportunities to play, and I think that's the best thing for him. I think if we've got a structure to play in and he knows what his job is in that structure, I think he would benefit massively from it. Don't forget he's only 19. There's a player in there. I think he needs to calm down when he comes onto the pitch at times. I think he needs to just get the... When he comes onto the pitch, I think he needs to just get into the game and keep it dead simple, and then break out a little bit more, rather than trying to give Hollywood passes every time he gets the ball. Simple as that, really. Michael Keane and Jags play quite well as well. I thought Jags was fantastic. And it was just a standard Allardyce victory. No fanfare. Take the opportunity, win the game. He'd have us winning every single game like that if he had his way, but playing like that won't win you every single game. So there you have it. Stephen Crawford says Walcott could be massive buy, which I think will be even better next season. We'll see the best out of him with a good pre-season. Again, I think pre-season in terms of where he plays. Is it on the left? He said he'd like to play on the left. A coach playing him in a system. I think it all comes down to getting players on the training field for a large amount of time, playing them in a certain way that gets the best out of everyone, but also benefits the team. I think at the moment we're playing as individuals, and that's got to do a lot to do with coaching, the coaching or the lack of coaching. The lack of time to coach, and an ethos as well. An ethos with players built into that. I think we've got players at the moment at the club from 3 different eras of a club, and that some of those players played in Martinez's era as well. So yeah, I think all players would benefit from a new manager coming in with an identity and a system. And new players around them as well, good players around them that help them in that as well. James Dunlop says, even though we won, it was a shite game overall. Hope that Mashiri makes a decision soon regarding Allardyce. Yeah, listen again, it was just a run-of-the-mill win. There's plenty. You want plenty of them in the season, but that will only, those kind of victories will only get you so far. You've got to be playing at a certain level to win a lot. To win a lot of those games, or certainly to be winning those games against the top sides. We've shown that we can't win those kind of games versus the top side, so we have to do something a little bit different. That's not quite at us at the moment, so or in us at the moment. So I think that's why the general feeling is about Allardyce. He's got us to a certain point, but he will not be able to get us past that point, and fans are seeing that basically. Adrian Churchill says Yannick Bolasie has been awful for weeks. He contributes absolutely nothing. I'll agree with the first point. I will disagree with the second point, because I think that's now, is it 4 assists and a goal in the last few weeks? So he is contributing, but at the same time has been awful. I know You know, it doesn't make sense, but it's a fact. Goal against Man City, assist last night, assist versus Stoke, assist versus Brighton, was it? So he's contributing something. It's just that he's doing it while being also not very good, which is why I imagine he plays. He plays because he's got pace. I will say though, I felt a little bit sorry for him at times in some games, because I feel like the role he's being asked to do doesn't play into any of his strengths. Certainly in the games against Liverpool and Man City, he was asked to be more defensive, and he just can't do that job. He does overcook it. I've said this before, all the little tricks and stuff are just not needed. And when he just gets a ball in the box, it's the most effective trick he's got in his locker. When he just runs at people, it's effective without doing all the stupid step overs or whatever FIFA tricks. I sound like an old man when I say that, don't I? I think he's just got to keep it simple and open his legs up and try and take people on. And when he does that, he's most effective and does contribute. Al Football says, boring football, negative tactics, shit atmosphere. Balassi starting for us, one shot on target. Guardiola managing the team. What the fuck has happened to this club? Walcott goal, Pickford having the Geordies on strings are the only positives from tonight. Guardiola needs to go ASAP. 3 things that are guaranteed in life: taxes, death, getting an annual 6 points off the Geordies. I don't think that last one is guaranteed, is it really? I remember watching plenty of seasons when we didn't get 6 points off them, but I'm really thankful we had this season, because it's great and it winds them up no end. As much as they can try and have a go at us and have a go at Pickford, it's great. Listen, the season will soon be over. The time is now for making decisions. Hopefully one decision's already been made on the technical director of football, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully that will inspire the next one. But hopefully, it is boring. NUFC J, alright Jay, says free travel. No one got free travel. Paired both teams were shite. You won because you had something up front and we didn't. I couldn't give a shite. I go home laughing at Jordan Pickford because his club's in League One. Jay, it's not though, is it? His club's in the Premier League, sitting above you in the table. I heard the rumour you'd got free travel. If I'm wrong, I apologise. Fair play to the fair play to the Newcastle fans coming down on a Monday night, filling their end out, which is unusual, and singing non-stop about a team that weren't playing on the pitch, although we've done that now and again. But Jordan Pickford plays in the Premier League for Everton, so I'm sure he's alright. He's a professional. But yeah, fair play to the Newcastle fans. Banter Claw says, I personally don't think we played that badly. There were some good individual performances all round, really, like Shane Tosin. Why didn't we sign him in the summer? If Snidland played like that every week, no one would have a problem with him. Davis the only concern. Thank God we have a proper left back again in Baines. Excuse me. And equally good attacking outlet in Coleman, even though Kenny is alright. Thought Snidland played quite well. Disappointed when he went off. Thing when he just sits in front of the back four, it suits him. But listen, they offered nothing. They were garbage. They were really, really bad. And I say they offered absolutely nothing. It was two teams that really were not really trying to do much, and we were the better, and that's fair enough. Zhang Tosin, any chance of giving him some chances to try and score? That'd be nice. That'd be handy. Don't think we played that badly, but it's just boring. Love Everton form, just 3 points, still mathematically possible to catch Burnley. It is, yeah. We'd have to win all our games and they'd have to lose all their games. It can happen. And long as Leicester don't win 3 of their 4 as well, I think it is. So, it's possible. It's mad. that Burnley are having the season of their lives and we're having the worst season ever. But that's standards, isn't it? And it's also the fact that we spent a shitload of money in the summer. But yeah, they're the positives. It's fair enough. Don't mind positives. I don't mind positives. That's a positive way of looking at things. We won the game. A lot of people doesn't feel like we won the game. Didn't feel like we winning the game when we won it, but we won it. I suppose when there's 3 games left of the season, or 4 games as it was last night, you don't want to be watching games thinking, well, what does it matter? You want to be nervous, positively nervous, going into a game, thinking, oh, if we win this, we can get this or that or the other. But we're not, sadly. David Barnes says, well, it was a win after all. Thought Morgan and the entire back 5 played great. I just wish people would stop criticising Davis. He has a great future and didn't have the best game, which is to be expected from time to time. Other than that, I thought it was a boring win. It was a boring win. We spoke about Davies. To get him in there with a proper manager, I think he suffered more than anyone this season with the players that were bought and how he's been used and how he's been pulled in and out of the game and the different positions and being a young lad with very little coaching. I thought the back line was fine. Thought Morgan was great to a point. Ellis Williams says, we played hoofball, which is why Sam said, what's wrong with our style? Says it all. Hoofball works in the Championship, but a horror show at Goodison. What has Sam done to Tom Davies? Hoofball works in the Premier League to an extent. It'll get you halfway up the table, but you need more than that. You need much more than that. And as an entertainment, it's not there. Tom, yeah, we spoke with Tom. Harry Blackburn says, the gif of Bill Kenwright's exuberated sigh summed up the performance perfectly. A ball-achingly dull first half in which we dominated but couldn't break down a poor Newcastle side who set up similar to how we have away all season. Second half was slightly better because of the goal, but mostly the same. Snyder put a good shift in, as did Jags at the back, which was refreshing in both instances. I think Jags plays well most games. Davis was dodgy again and Balassi was awful, but Allardyce seems desperate to piss off as many of us as possible, but he surely gets the sack. 3 more games. You've just encapsulated the game perfectly. That literally had everything in it, that comment, that summed up the game. Can't really say any more than that. You've got it right. And there you go. They are your comments from Everton 1, Newcastle 0. Don't forget, leave your comments on YouTube on any of our videos and Joe will pick out the best ones. Thank you for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.